Now, this next episode, hey guys, it's my first episode here. Oh, well, my second. Um, so what I'm talking about is children um, and relationships, having a child, um, 39 years old. So last episode, I was basically getting in the gist of my past and things like that, being a new dad last year. Um, so this episode, I'm just going to focus on um, just the essence of fatherhood. So I truly believe that fatherhood is important in any community, especially the black community. I'm not going to even single this out like that and say that ours is not important. It is very important. We need we need male fathers in the homes. We need families together. We need, people to, make sure that they are responsible. And that's something that we lack in these days. We lack responsibility. A lot of men lack responsibility. And it could come from a lot of things. It could come from not having a father in the home, having a father in the home, but he wasn't in the home. Sometimes you got fathers that's in the home, but they're not fathers. Now, y'all may not understand this, where I'm coming from, but you can have a father in the home and still not be a father. That's deep. That's deep. Because you can grow up like that. I've seen people grow up like that, and sometimes when you look at your life and you look at like, wow, how did you had a father in the home, but you never was told that you were beautiful? Wow. I mean, I was serious when I first heard that from somebody. And I couldn't believe that. I mean, prestigious home, good people, good parents. I mean, just wonderful people. And for their daughter to say that, it really hit me right here. Hit me right here. Because I would have told my daughter, like, you're beautiful, I love you, things like that. You got to tell your kids that. You got to tell your kids that. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, tell your children they're beautiful. Now, you might have some kids that are not beautiful or not handsome, but they'll grow out of it. Give them time, and they face will catch up with how you really feel. You know what I'm saying? How they should look. But you definitely want to put that energy in your children that they're beautiful. And the thing is that growing up in a Christian home, or growing up as a Muslim in Islam, you're going to have a lot of restrictions. Can't go out, can't go to the show, can't go to the movies, or can't go here, you can't go there, you can't wear this, you can't wear that, you can't speak this, you can't speak that. All these restrictions. And the thing is, we're being restricted at a young age. That's bad. Because I grew up in an apostolic Pentecostal church. PCAF, traveling every couple months, staying up late on school nights. Hey, staying at church, spending the night, shut-ins, baptisms, revivals. I'm like going all week. I'm like, man. And I'm just a child. But when you want to go play football out of town, it's a no-go. When you want to have a wrestling match out of town, it's a no-go. A lot of times Christians get it mixed up, well, back then, where they basically made you feel that if it wasn't about church, it wasn't important. But they got it mixed up. Putting God first does not mean you got to be in church 24/7. That does not mean that. That's not what that means. What that means, putting God first, is putting God first wherever you are. You don't have to be in a church to put God first. There's football players that you mean to tell me that all of them they ain't putting God first? I mean, they making a living, they living their dream, they got blessed in the gift of their families played it because it's hard. From Pop Warner all the way to Pop Warner all the way to, come on, to the pros. That takes, man, a lot of dedication. That takes a lot of family. That takes a lot of commitment. That takes a lot of, just support. And that's one thing they didn't have. And I know I didn't have all the support I needed in life, but to be successful, children have to have support. It's not about you as a parent. It's about your children, because your children can be hanging around with the wrong people. All you do is go to work, come home, pay the bills, go to sleep. Who your kids hanging with? Do you know your children? They 15, they 14 now. Do you really know them? Do you know what they thinking, what they capable of? You got 8-year-olds you don't even know. They living in a more dangerous time than we were, because I grew up in school, fighting in school all my freaking life. Whether you believe it or not, whether I look like a fighter or not, I had to fight, man. I literally did have to fight. Bust nose, busted hands, you name it. But nobody was going to pick on me. That's one thing that I didn't allow that. Now, you might get by for a little while until I get angry, because I'm not like an angry jumping on person. But if it get to that point where I feel like, well, this dude ain't going to stop playing with me after I done told him, then everything else after that, it's going to be hell to tell the captain. And I'll figure out what that means. But I'm just saying, these children today can't even talk to their parents. They can't. Imagine a 7-year-old coming home, call his dad, and say, "Hey, Dad, I'm checking on you, seeing how you doing." And then takes his own life. Just like that. Because he's being bullied in school. Nobody to talk to. No teachers, no principal, no counselors, no parent, no mom, no dad, no uncle, no cousins, no siblings to talk to. And these kids is taking their own life. So I'm saying that you got to be involved in your children's life. You gotta be. You can't sit there and be a father from a distance. Everybody got issues, man. Get over your issues. Be a man. Step up to the plate. Encourage your children. Speak to them. And sometimes whooping and beating them and punishing them ain't the answer. You can do it all day. My dad did it. Did he say it worked? It really didn't. But sometimes kids need love, and I'm learning that myself. Kids need attention. They need love. They need just somebody to hold them and tell them, "I love you, I care about you." Talk to me about anything, because if one thing you don't want to do as a parent is have your children scared of you where they don't speak to you and tell you what in the world is going on in their world. Because these kids are committing suicide like it's going out of style. In another culture, off the subject, the Japanese commit seppuku. They commit these rituals of suicide, and they call it honorable. That takes a lot of heart, courage in their culture to take their own life. I bring that up to say these children are so scared to go to school that they'd rather take their own life. Just like that. And that hurts. That hurts. Because I remember getting bullied in school, and I didn't want to go to school, and I would be shaking in my pants. And my dad wasn't really a person of violence, so it's kind of hard for him to understand that I had to fight. Because I said to myself, if I ain't gonna tell him what's gonna happen to me. I know this is a serious topic, and this is just, it's hurtful, man. We're going through this not only in Cincinnati, but all over the country, all over the world, man. These kids is taking their own lives like it ain't nothing. What can we do? And I believe we can just be more involved with our children. Instead of schools, if y'all as principals out there looking, if you teaching in schools or anything, teach self-defense. Teachers, parents, if your kids getting bullied, get them in boxing, get them in self-defense. There's nothing wrong with defending yourself. The skills they know, whether they use them for good or bad. They know them because it's going to protect them. It's going to protect them. So my thing is, you got to be involved in your children's lives, sitting at a table, eating with them, talking with them, listening to them, getting a better understanding of like their life and like what they're going through. Because if these children that are already gone, if these children that are already gone had somebody to talk to, they would still be here. Whether you believe it or not, they will still be here with us. I didn't know where I was gonna go with this today. I really didn't, with my little talk, but I think that it's important, man. And honestly, God has given me the ability to write a book, a children's book about bullying. It's done, and I'm getting ready to get it published and talk in schools about bullying and what we need to do. And so people might say, well, you coming over with a book, this is an advertisement, you doing this, you doing that. Man, I mean, we all need money. We all need money. Don't lie. Don't lie. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. Everybody need money. We know that. But this is for the kids. This is for them. This money coming out of my pocket to make, to do. I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I'm doing this because I created this book 3 years ago. 3. And I just hope that this book comes out and save lives. The children. That way, that generation can be like, I'm not bullying. I ain't doing that no more. It don't make sense. It's not fair. He's smaller than me. It's not fair. He's slower than me. It's not fair. He don't have the shoes and clothes I got. It's not fair. The bullies will stop doing it. And one thing is important is education. One thing is important, teaching them right from wrong at a young age. Because think about it, the bullies, their parents ain't teaching them that. Where are they learning it from? Where are they getting it from? Who's in your house? Who's surrounding you? Who they hanging with? Where did this come from? Parents, you can't be that involved in your children being the bullies. Because I learned something on the streets. It ain't the ones that's hard doing the shooting. It's the ones that's been bullied that's doing the shootings and the killings. Because they already scared. A man that ain't scared, I ain't gotta do nothing to you. But the bullies, the ones that's being bullied, are the ones that's doing the shootings. The ones that's being messed with. Just imagine if you just touched that kid and showed him the way to go at 8 years old. He wouldn't have killed somebody at 16. And I'm gonna close with this. My friend Jody, one of my young brothers from Avondale, man, he good kid. Being bullied in school. Killed the dude. Shot him. Gone. Locked him up. He couldn't take it. And killed himself. All of that from bullying. 2 brothers gone. And never seen 20 years old. We got to change. We got to change our educational system, our curriculums. We have to change how we're bringing these kids up in the house, in our homes, giving them hope, giving them courage, strength, something, man. I can't do it by myself. I can't do it by myself. Somebody got to help. We need to collectively come together as a community, your neighborhood, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Cincinnati, Chicago, New York, Baltimore, Florida, California, man. We got to do it. Atlanta, we got to do it. DeKalb County, Fulton County, we got to do it. Columbia, South Carolina, Charlotte, we got to do it. New York, New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, we got to do it. Caprini Green, all of Illinois, Gary, Indiana, St. Louis, Louisville, Lexington, we got to do it. Los Angeles, Compton, we got to do it. And I'm thinking that we got to encourage our children. That's our future, man. The black man, we can't be extinct, man. We got to do something. So until the next episode, y'all be safe, and I just hope that this mock babbling gave you some idea of where you are with your child, man. Do I need to spend more time with them? Am I putting them first before I put the church first? Am I partying with my friends instead of being at home with my child? Do I know who their friends are? Do I know their inspiration, their aspirations? Ask yourself that question, because if you don't know, then you might want to find out. All right, peace. Y'all have a safe night. Till next time, be safe.